Hey guys, so one of the topics that one of the pieces of conversation that I was having with my team earlier this week was when do things really become real for a buyer? Is it when they start looking at open houses? Is it start when they start, getting set up on the auto email portal? When do things really become real? And in my personal opinion, things really become real when, especially for a first-time home buyer, is when they get a pre-approval. Because at that point, you can be working with a client, like a first-time buyer, for 6 months or a year, and they never end up doing anything. You're showing house after house after house after house, and then all of a sudden they get a pre-approval, and then within a week or two they've bought. And I think there's a couple of reasons why this happens. Number one is it becomes real. It's almost like cash in your hand at that point for the buyer, and so they look at things with a bit more conviction and a bit more purpose, and that's what I find. I had a buyer one time say to me, like, Tony, why do you keep pushing for a pre-approval? Is this just to see that we can afford to buy a home so you're going to get paid at the end of the day? And you know what? It kind of took me by surprise, but then I reminded him, I'm like, listen, it's not about me. Wouldn't you like to know how much your mortgage payment's going to be? Wouldn't you like to know what the products and services are out there? Wouldn't you like to know what the interest rates are? I mean, after all, you're the one that's going to be committed to this thing for the next 25 or 30 years. Wouldn't you like to know? And at the same time, yes, it does make our offer a bit stronger to submit to a seller and letting them know that we are pre-approved and we're ready to purchase their property. So there's so many added benefits to that. But to me, things really become real for a buyer when they get that pre-approval. So what we really need to be focused on as agents is really trying to get that buyer to the pre-approval point, really trying to get them to see the financial element of this, because finding the house is usually the easy part. I mean, for first-time buyers, they're less fussy and they find something relatively quickly. But the financing conversation is not sexy, it's not glamorous. So if you can get them to that point and they're pre-approved, then I think you got a great client there. I hope that helps, guys. I hope you're staying safe. See ya.